didn't promise that, because Allah didn't take anyone's promise. You're going to go absolutely nothing but turn on the zikr. This is your covenant. So, oh okay Bala, yeah that's it, right, that's great Ya Rabbi, and absolutely you're not going to have any difficulty. That's how fantastic, thank you Ya Rabbi. No, because our behesht, our paradise is there, not here. So I'm going to send you down to earth. Oh no, they were crying. We came into this earth crying, not laughing, right? The first thing they did to you was slap you. So what kind of an entry was that? You thought you're coming into paradise? They slap you, you started screaming and crying, and now the rest is going to be a series of slaps. 40 days of difficulty for every 1 day of good. This is the abode of testing. And you're going to face hardship, you're going to face financial hardship, you're going to face death, you're going to face disbelief, you're going to face every type of difficulty in which Allah describes, am I not going to test you like I tested the nations before you? You are the Muhammadan kingdom, the highest one. So then Allah's blessing was the tariqas, because when I test other people they don't have the tools. Can you imagine a life with no tools? Everybody saw people who had no belief during COVID, they were pale, freaking out. What am I going to do? We're going to die tomorrow. Yeah, if I don't get 2 more of these, we're going to die. So I don't know about that. They were pale. Why? No faith, no purpose. They didn't plan that they're going somewhere else. The party here that they planned that would go forever, all of a sudden got a kill switch. We're going to actually die in this party? If you don't have a concept of something hereafter and that you're working towards a goal and that you want to avoid a difficulty in the grave, where everyone goes into the grave, what condition is that grave going to be like? Means this is a ni'mat and a blessing from Allah that they understood they're on this spiritual journey, they understood they have a ticket to go back, and they understood that they needed their home in paradise, and that this abode of testing was to pass the test, not be victorious, that everything would come your way the way you wanted. So Allah's blessing is that I'm going to send you people who will remind you. So the shaykh doesn't take your path, cheat you on your path, give you the answers to your path, but he merely teaches you the tools in which to survive your path. So for all these years teaching meditation, how many times when difficulty came you closed your eyes to meditate? Oh, that's just something he keeps saying, I don't know why he says it, but I don't actually have to do it. So what? That was the whole tariqah, that as soon as you get smacked around in life, they said to use that test to draw close to Allah, because when He smashes the outside, the inside is drawing near to Him. And you should have used that experience to cry on your carpet, to go to the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, say, it's too much, my outside is burning. It's not too much for your soul, it's too much for the physicality. As a release and as a result it cracks the physicality, so that the soul moves into their presence. That's why we said this, the secret of hardship was to keep your soul fresh. For if hardship doesn't come, what happens? Your body will grab like an alien movie and dig its roots into your soul until you become so dead-hearted, because you're enjoying everything. And then you talk to these people and say, no, actually this earth is our paradise. Why? Because their soul was darkened, they lost their soul. They allowed the physicality to go so deep in its roots that they gave nothing of nourishment, they made no connection for their soul, and their hearts are dead. And as a result they feel nothing and they think this is paradise. When Allah sends guidance and Allah describes, whom we guide are rightly guided and whom we don't guide have no guidance. So we saw in the pandemic, those whom had no guidance. Many jumped because they for sure we're going to die, we're going to go jump. So wow, what if you found out that that was just hypothetical things? If Allah wants to save you, you're not going to come, nothing going to come to you. You don't have to inflict harm upon yourself trying to protect yourself. These are the gifts of faith. And they understood, nothing comes to me except قُلْ لَنَا يُصِيبَنَا وَكَتَبَ اللَّهُ لَنَا مولانا. Yeah, nothing comes to me that not written by Allah in His book. No matter what they say, it has to be written by Allah. So all the tariqat are tools, the shaykhs are supposed to teach these tools, that these hardships are coming, learn to connect your heart. And every time a hardship comes, know that it's a secret gift from Allah to draw out your soul. I gave many examples growing up. When everything was good, we were nowhere to be found. As soon as my dad cut me off, I was in his living room. Right? What happened? What's going on? So I don't see you. If I don't cut the fountain, you don't come by. So we remembered those testings when we grew up, and Allah puts us in a condition so we remember. Just remember how you got cut off. So I'm no different with my servant. When I love my servant, they have to draw near to me. If they're distracted by something else, I'm cutting it off. I'm going to cut their tap off. And they shouldn't go crazy, but they should have been connecting. So you wasted the seat that you have. So why were you in the tariqah? Why were you listening for all these years? They give the tools, meditate, contemplate. Every time difficulties, now they're coming in like fireballs, from every direction, threatening your finances, threatening the earth, threatening wars, threatening every direction. Not so you're like a chicken without a head run down the street. So I'm joining the crazy people, but that I make my tafakkur, throw out my sajada, my carpet, and go into sujood, that Ya Rab, I'm overwhelmed, that I need for you to reach to me. And they keep praying and crying and they feel Allah closer than their jugular vein. And they ask, Ya Rabbi, let me to be in the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, the Rasul that brings all the broken hearted people to his presence. Right? Everybody goes to Madinatul Munawwar because they're broken hearted, and that's the way Allah wants them. When they have difficulties and hardships, they immediately fly into Madinatul Munawwar to be in the presence of the one and the only one who can calm their heart and their faith. So awliyaullah come and teach you, won't that's very easy. Go on your sajada, go on your carpet, go into your sujood and pray, Ya Rabbi help me. And then see yourself at the feet of Sayyidina Muhammad, send a light, not to answer your prayers, but draw close to me, send your light onto me, send guidance onto me. Not to change my condition, that's not your problem, the condition. Because then you become again disappointed, oh I thought you were going to give to me. So no, that's not for you. What I need from Allah, I need sakeenah and tranquility within my heart. That if Allah dresses you, blesses you, the love and the ishq of Sayyidina Muhammad dresses you, everything is fine. And if they rip you to pieces but you have the love of Sayyidina Muhammad, everything's okay. So what Imam Hussain saw in the deserts of Karbala. Did he get angry? This is the family of the Prophet of Allah, everyone else is nothing. For the example of the family of Sayyidina Muhammad, in the desert with their own nation, looking at them saying, we're going to rip you to pieces. That wasn't the time to lose your faith with Allah. That wasn't the time to complain to Allah, but was to go deep in their tafakkur. Ayat al-sabr. And they carry the amr of Allah because they are the masters of ulul amr. The command of Allah was to go there and face that difficulty. In whatever condition Allah wanted them, they faced it. And they're the signs, Amr Jabbar. They carry the sifat of Jabbar, that Allah sent such a heavy command that they went in with their families and their children and females into an event that unimaginable, and patient through the slaughtering fields of what Allah wanted for them. Never they screamed out, there's not a single story that they screamed, oh you have forsaken us Allah, you forgot us. No, they prayed more, they worshipped more. And then awliyaullah come and begin to describe, actually in the heart they could see Sayyidina Muhammad on the entire horizon, and all they could see was Behesht and paradise, and that they walked into that faith and they walked into their paradise realities. And these are the symbols of rijal, these are the symbols of maturity and manhood, that people have to regain their manhood and understand that the testing is a gift from Allah. Every type of difficulty that comes to the life of people, make your connection. How many times the shaykhs, their hearts have been broken and shot down and destroyed from every direction, and they drew closer to the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad. Then we understand why the tariqah came. If you're not using the tools, and when a big difficulty comes, what is this? How come there's nothing happening? It wasn't supposed to happen. You were supposed to be using the tools to meditate, draw close to Prophet. And as a result you understood that when the shaking of your physicality is a ni'mat from Allah to bring out the reality of the soul. And those that can balance themselves, in which they've been shaken enough, they understand that they should be always connecting through good and bad, and they don't enter states of heedlessness but continuously connecting, continuously asking for their nazar, continuously crying for forgiveness, continuously patient with whatever adversity and tests that come into their lives. And they use the tools that Allah gave them. We pray that Allah inspire us to begin to use, because before you had a choice, use it, don't use it, and maybe everything would be patient and calm wherever you are. But as difficulties come, and they come so immensely powerful now, that these tools become life-saving tools. In the face of fear, in the face of deceit, in the face of every type of difficulty from humanity, meditate, connect your heart, go into your sujood, go onto your prayer carpet, ask Allah for light, ask Allah for permission to draw near to the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, and then feel the rahmah and Allah's Divinely grace that gives us sakina and a peace unto the soul. Not that you listen to changing, but you have peace in the difficulty. So it means that in state of peace, anything happen to you, you're in taslim, in a beautiful beatific ocean of Allah's lights and beauties. We pray that Allah dress us, bless us, and give us a deeper understanding of why we're in the tariqah, inshaAllah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen bi hurmati Muhammad al Mustafa wa bi siri Surat al Fatiha.